Welcome back, everyone. It's 2 weeks away, but if you're planning a romantic dinner for Valentine's Day, you might want to think about making those reservations right now. There are so many great spots around Jacksonville to take your sweetheart. Amy West is joining us today with her selections of not only the best restaurants, but the best dishes to order. So thank you so much for joining us.
Absolutely. I'm so excited.
I know people are so excited about that dinner, and there are so many great options. Let's talk about the ones that you recommend so far.
Yes, I've come up with kind of a hand-selected A-list of date night destinations that I wanted to share with all of you. And we started at 11 South. Like, I'm kind of in the middle of a tour right now. We still have 2 more reviews to release. 11 South is kind of an intimate location, a little bit off the beaten track in Jacksonville Beach. You could miss it if you weren't looking for it, but that does not mean that they are not hopping, because if you visit them on any given Friday night, you'll find that they are packed out.
Well, sometimes that's the cool thing about a good date spot. It's a nice, intimate spot. What did you really like about 11 South?
Well, they have a variety of kind of little niche seating areas. So you could be at the bar, which is really great for kind of socializing. You have the dining area, which is very intimate. Or you have the patio, which is romantic. It's kind of lit up at night. It's a great place to meet with friends or just to kind of have a little private time. Now, the food is amazing. They have an incredible team. I actually had a chance to kind of watch how their kitchen works. And everyone they're all in great moods. They all work together. And I think that's really key, because if that morale goes down, so do the dishes. And they had some really amazing dishes. One of my favorite being the grouper.
Awesome. So the next one is Ovente. I've been there before for one of my friends' going away party. And we just kind of, it's a cool place to just relax and be, but it could also be a good date spot too.
Yes, and that's exactly really what they're trying to do there. They're kind of been known as more of a wine bar, but they're actually a full-blown small plates restaurant. So they're kind of going with that European vibe of like, sit down, stay a while. They're really designed to kind of encourage that conversation, even down to the music that they're playing. They really want it to add texture and just be kind of that background. I found it very kind of hip, kind of sensual. It kind of draws you in, and you just really want to stay and hang out, and that's what they want. They want it to be chic, but they also really want it to be casual and comfortable for you.
And before we wrap up this part, Flying Iguana, it's new out at the beach. It's always so popular when I'm out there.
Right. Yeah, they have just taken off. They opened late last year, and what's amazing about them is you could walk off the beach, be in your cover-up, and have this great fine dining meal.
Awesome. Well, we have to wrap this part up, but we're not done exploring just yet. There are still so many other cool destinations around Jacksonville. If you're talking about Valentine's Day, we have 2 more restaurants to check out. Stick with us. Welcome back. So we are talking about some cool places to take your honey for Valentine's Day, and Amy is here giving us her top picks. The next one is Moxie.
Yeah.
I went there for my birthday. I loved it, but I think it would also be a great place to take your Valentine's Day.
Again, they're a very versatile restaurant. They have multiple seating areas. You could be at the bar, the dining area. They have a great lounge upstairs. They also have the patio when it's warmer. So it's something you want to put on your bucket list for Jacksonville date night destinations. How was your birthday? What did you try?
It was really good. So I had the scallops and cheese grits. And I was like, maybe it's kind of breakfasty, but it wasn't. It was very filling. It was very great flavor.
Yeah.
And then I was sitting kind of close so you could see the kitchen and see all the other dishes that were coming out. And so that was really cool for me to just look at, all the different dishes that they had.
The great thing about Moxie, it's really Chef Tom Gray. He's kind of famous in Jacksonville and beyond. He's been nominated for 2 James Beard South Awards. And he's really responsible for mentoring a lot of the great chefs in Jacksonville. So you can expect excellence from them. And even down to the restaurant and how it was made, everything was made with this kind of full circle approach, whether that be local sourcing or the way that the building was made. You're going to find just so much that's going to blow your mind there. I was able to have chicken livers there and octopus. He made some really strong choices, very bold, that extremely tasty, but maybe not something that you would expect to see on a menu in Jacksonville. So if you're really looking for something adventurous, they have that. But they also have some of your classic favorites like pot pie that you'll be able to find there. But don't miss their handcrafted cocktails also, because they are amazing.
Love it. And so now we're talking about Salt, a very popular, long-time standing favorite here in our area.
Yes.
Of course, a great date night.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, this is kind of one of those, like, you might want to pop the question here kind of spots. It's very intimate. It's a smaller dining area, a little bit harder to get in, so make your reservations a lot earlier because, they book up fast. And the main thing that really draws to that restaurant beyond obviously the awesome meals, is they have this kitchen table. And so it's a glassed-in area where your table is looking in on the kitchen, and the chef will actually come and serve you directly. And it's a very hot ticket and one of their main things that people book for. But really, the chef there prepares these amazingly simple dishes with items that you would recognize, but he's innovative in the way that he presents them. And he cooks on these Himalayan salt planks that are like thousands of years old, and it really adds to that kind of exotic flair, basically taking something that you're used to and like elevating it up a level. It's also oceanfront, you get to see the dunes, so incredibly romantic. And I mean, while you're there, just stay for the romance package and really make a night out of it.
So many cool options. And so Amy has this really cool thing where she's giving away 2 $50 gift certificates for each of 4 of the 5 destinations that we've talked about today. So the winners are going to be announced on Valentine's Day. If you want to learn more about it, go to news4jax.com.